Thursday is here, and that means it's time to get out your popcorn and find a comfy spot and watch a News 2 review.
Film critic Manning Franks is reviewing a new movie with a familiar face.
Today we are taking a step back from fiction and taking a dose of reality. Still, a Michael J. Fox movie takes a look at how an unstoppable optimist battles an incurable disease. At the age of 29, Michael J. Fox, the prolific actor from films and TV such as Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, and Family Ties, was diagnosed with Parkinson's. Now at the age of 61, Fox has a new documentary out, where even as a retired actor, he is still bringing awareness to a disease that he has lived with now for over half of his life. News 2 Reviews today checks out that documentary called, Still, a Michael J. Fox movie.
I was big. I was bigger than bubblegum. I woke up and I noticed my pinky. Auto-animated. Parkinson's disease.
Michael J. Fox has been living with Parkinson's for over 30 years, and in Still a Michael J. Fox movie, we get a deeply personal look inside the eternal optimist himself.
This is great. I feel 4 feet tall.
Using candid interviews, archival footage, and cinematic recreations, this documentary hopes to demystify Fox's world and show what it is like to live with an incurable disease. From child to adult, Michael J. Fox has always been an iconic force of nature, and his vivacious personality bursts through the screen as he personally leads the audience on this intimate journey. Fox really holds nothing back in this documentary that feels, at times, more of a movie about his life than anything else. At the beginning, we are shown an older Fox walking along the sidewalk until he falls laughingly and picks himself back up. These instances are the ultimate metaphor for who he is as a person. Few documentaries have created such a beautiful retrospective portrait with an inventive use of an actor's filmography to tell a story through a blended use of TV and movie, archival footage, and recreated shots. It weaves from deeply vulnerable to wittingly whimsical thanks to the bright light of Fox and his wife, Tracy Pollan. It never sugarcoats the difficulties of Parkinson's, nor does it solely focus on the diagnosis itself. It perfectly encapsulates the broad depth and workings of Fox's life. Still is one of those documentaries that aims to both reveal but also to celebrate its subject. Through inventive and engaging uses of storytelling, this is a documentary worth seeing. And if not just for that, it is worth checking out to see the vibrant life of Michael J. Fox. I'm giving Still a Michael J. Fox movie a 2 approved. You can stream it only on Apple TV+.
I can't wait for this because he was kind of my generation's guy. I mean, I loved him in all the stuff I watched.
Oh, yeah.
Family Ties and all of it.
Yeah.
I feel the same way, and you know, I remember when we first heard about this, and at the time it was an uncertain future and a certain death. I mean, like at the time it was
Right, yeah.
your life's over.
And
It's terrible, but I mean, look at where he is at now, 30
Yeah.
years later.
Oh yeah, and what's beautiful about this is that, as I said, it doesn't focus solely upon the diagnosis. It's merely just a part. It's about his life. He's bigger than bubblegum, as he said in the trailer. And I feel like they do a really good job of both treating him with like the utmost of like respect. Like, hey, you've had a great career retrospective, but you're still here. You're still here, and you have your life as an advocate for Parkinson's.
I know that
I'm
he
sure-
was. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this story because they probably have a family member that's dealt with this disease. I know people personally in my family or churches I've gone to, and it's a scary disease, but to see that he is so successful and doing so well now, a lot of people can connect to that.
I remember, in fact, no, it was you and I that had this discussion the other day when I said, was there a show or something he was on when he still had symptoms? And you said Spin City, he was still.
Spin City.
You tell that story about what he kept.
So one thing, and I'll quickly add this, is that he was diagnosed years later at age 29, and he told nobody whatsoever.
Wow, that
He told
young?
nobody, yes, that young,
Which is
nobody.
unusual.
And while he was doing Spin City in the 90s, he would fidget with his hands sometimes, pretend like he was holding something, like fiddle with the phone when he's on the phone, or he's like holding papers or something, or he's like just tapping.
To
so he'd
disguise.
make it a part of his character. So
Wow.
he disguised it.
His
So
tremors, yes.
he was afraid of what the perception would be.
Do they talk
something
about
else.
that in this?
They do, and
Okay.
he is so candid and such a gracious kind of like person that will take us along this road, and
I love it.
it's so good.
I can't wait to see
Me
it.
too. Can't wait.